In a lush and verdant kingdom nestled between towering mountains and sprawling plains, there lived a young prince named Siddhartha. He was known far and wide for his kind heart and his wisdom beyond his years. Despite his privileged upbringing, Siddhartha was deeply troubled by the suffering he saw around him. His father, King Suddhodana, had sheltered him from the harsh realities of life, but Siddhartha's compassionate nature led him to seek understanding of the world beyond the palace walls. One day, Siddhartha set out on a journey to find answers. He traversed through bustling villages and serene countryside, meeting people from all walks of life. Each encounter deepened his awareness of human suffering and the fleeting nature of happiness. His heart ached with the realization that despite their best efforts, people remained trapped in cycles of joy and sorrow. During his travels, Siddhartha reached a tranquil village situated along the banks of a magnificent river. The river was wide and majestic, its waters flowing with a gentle yet unyielding force. The villagers revered the river, believing it to be a gift from the heavens, a symbol of abundance and life. In the village, Siddhartha met a wise old woman named Kamala. Known for her insightful wisdom and serene demeanor, Siddhartha shared his quest with her, expressing his deep yearning to understand the essence of life and how to alleviate suffering. Kamala listened intently, her eyes reflecting the calmness of the river. She said, "There is a story that the river itself has shared with us through the ages. If you wish to learn more, you must spend a night by its banks and listen to its whispers." Siddhartha decided to follow Kamala's advice. As night fell, he settled by the riverbank, the soothing sounds of the flowing water creating a rhythmic lullaby. He closed his eyes and allowed himself to be enveloped by the river's presence. As the moonlight danced upon the water, Siddhartha began to hear a soft, melodious voice emanating from the river. It spoke of ancient wisdom and profound truths. The river's voice told a story of its own origins and its purpose in the world. "Long ago, the river began. I was born from the mountains, a humble stream fed by the melting snow. I started my journey as a small, gentle trickle, content to flow through the valleys and forests. My purpose was simple: to nourish the land and provide for those who dwelled by my side. As I traveled, I encountered many obstacles, rocks that tried to obstruct my path, droughts that threatened to dry me up, and even storms that threatened to overwhelm me. Yet, through each challenge, I learned to adapt and persevere. I realized that my strength lay not in resisting these obstacles, but in flowing around them, embracing them as part of my journey. Over time, I grew larger and stronger, my waters reaching far and wide. But with this growth came a new challenge: the temptation to become proud and forceful. I noticed that some began to see me as a mighty river, forgetting the humble stream from which I had emerged. One day, a great drought struck the land. The once flowing river became parched, and the villagers who had once depended on me faced dire straits. They gathered by my banks and prayed for relief. In their desperation, they called out for my help, not realizing that their actions had led to the scarcity they now faced. It was then that I understood my true purpose. My role was not just to provide abundance, but to teach the values of humility, patience, and resilience. I realized that the suffering of the villagers was a reflection of their disconnection from the natural order and their disregard for the balance of life. In my wisdom, I chose to flow gently and consistently, no matter the conditions. I offered what I could without demanding anything in return. Through my steady presence, I taught the villagers to respect the delicate balance of nature, to appreciate the simple joys of life, and to understand that true abundance comes not from dominance, but from harmony and interdependence. As the river's voice faded into the night, Siddhartha felt a deep sense of peace and clarity. The river's tale resonated with his own journey and the insights he had gained from his travels. He understood that the essence of life and the path to alleviating suffering lay not in seeking grand solutions, but in embodying compassion, patience, and adaptability. The next morning, Siddhartha returned to the village with a renewed sense of purpose. He shared the river's story with the people, emphasizing the importance of living in harmony with the natural world and embracing the challenges that life presents with grace and resilience. The villagers were deeply moved by Siddhartha's words and the wisdom of the river. They began to cultivate a deeper respect for the river and the land, recognizing that their well-being was intertwined with the balance of nature. In turn, they found a greater sense of fulfillment and connection, experiencing a more enduring and harmonious happiness. Siddhartha's journey continued, but the lessons he learned from the compassionate river stayed with him always. He became known not just as a wise prince, but as a beacon of compassion and understanding. His teachings spread far and wide, inspiring countless others to seek balance, embrace humility, and live with a heart full of empathy. And so, the tale of the compassionate river became a timeless reminder that the true essence of life lies in the flow of wisdom and the grace with which we navigate the currents of existence.